He got, yes, another TikTok drama from our, at this point, Nick is basically our Zoomer correspondent, our TikTok correspondent. Okay? That's how I utilize him as. Oh my God, I just remembered my 10-year-old college reunion is next weekend and my head's shaved. Dude, he's going to get so much bussy and pussy, okay? I'm telling you. Nick is not green, or green is not Nick, is the fame. Please let's skip Nick Hasanabi. Why? Why? There's no Nick haters in the chat, okay? I often see these videos as being made for myself, okay? He's not making them for me, but I love TikTok drama because it's so stupid and the stakes are so low. And oftentimes it's like literally the most unhinged reactions to a relatively normal situation that could have been addressed by just talking to one another. But instead, everyone's got their fucking phones out. More TikTok stuff to cover. Water talk. This is educational. This is important. This community has a lot of people over the age of 25. I can't wait for this one. This lady took someone's Capri Sun. Who should we kill? Exactly. It's always like, it's basically always like, wow, this person was marginally inconvenienced by another person, and now we're going to dox the other person because we don't like it. TikTok drama is like watching Succession. I hate everyone involved, but it's captivating. Yes. As long as you can maintain your distance. Here, I'm going to fucking turn off the Control Plus extension, okay? I actually don't know how to do it. I don't even know how to turn it off. Fuck. My extensions? Because that's the reason why it looks like it reads as malware. Okay, here, deactivated. It's over. We deactivated the Control Plus extension. Therefore, it will never be able to hurt you again. No more malware warnings from your malware detectors.
You guys got me, okay? I'll talk about the drama. I'll talk about the TikTok drama. I don't care. Put me in a box all you want. I'll stay in that box. I was still on the road on tour when this whole tattoo gate thing started happening.
I want to have Nick come over once a week and just like explain these things to me. Like I want to sit him down and be like, okay, Nick, what happened on TikTok? Like, please, I would like to know. Explain it to me. Like a Nick segment.
Happening, and every day people were messaging me, more and more of them telling me, hey, can you talk about Tattoo Gate? Can you talk about the tattoo drama on TikTok?
Please do. I'm so old. That's how I feel every time I watch this shit.
And so like a week ago when this happened, I was like, okay, you know, I've been making these TikTok drama videos. It's my duty to step up to the plate and deliver the video informing people about what it's about, telling them what to think. You guys can't make an opinion on a certain drama until you wait for me to talk about it. I'm like the Anthony Fantano of YouTube.
Oh my God.
Think about that. But I'm back home, so I'm gonna cover all the drama. There won't be a single bit of tea that isn't dabbed up by the Nick is not green napkin. So you guys remember Cake Talk, and this is sort of like a spiritual sequel to that. Everyone was like, oh, I was on Cake Gate TikTok, and now I'm on the Tattoo Gate TikTok. So it's been a couple weeks now since this started, but on May 10th, there was this woman that posted a video to TikTok about a bad customer service experience in the tattoo industry. Last time we talked about this kind of stuff, we were talking about bullies who were getting ousted. We were talking about bakers who were getting ousted. And now we're talking about tattoo artists. Most of the time when these customer service things happen with other artists in the real world, a lot of times the artist is the one in the right because they have to go through so many client experiences, they have to go through the worst of the worst, and they have to train to actually know the industry well. So a lot of times when a customer complains about something, it's sort of a misunderstanding and the worker really didn't do anything that wrong. But in this case, there is a whole lot of ridiculing to do towards the artist. But before I let you know what I think about it, I say we jump into it. On May 10th, she posted this TikTok talking about the experience she had with this tattoo artist.
This is nothing to do with her talent as a tattoo artist, just kind of the business practices that I've dealt with over the last 24 hours.
And so she gets on the phone with this person for a consultation, and suddenly a lot of the pricing seems a little bit sketchy to her.
Booked a consult with her a couple months ago. Consult was non-refundable. It was $180. That was listed on our website. That's fine. I paid that. We had a Zoom.
And so something that...
How does he even find out about these? Is it like automatically uploaded into Gen Z brains? Yes, dude. It is. Like every Gen Z person already has like a RFID chip built into their body that makes them, 1, queer, 2, Marxist, and 3, know everything that's going on TikTok. That's how it works.
A lot of people were confused about when this TikTok was posted.
I gotta grab Kaya
is
and
that
bring
this
her in
woman
here.
had to
Speaking
pay
of our
a
Gen Z
consult
correspondent
fee of $180 just to talk to the artist about what you're getting, the ideas you have, basically getting on the same page with them before you get the tattoo. Now, I only have like 10 tattoos or something, but at least from what I know and from what a lot of people are saying online, a consultation fee is not an industry standard. It's not normal. Most of the time you pay for the tattoo appointment, and that price factors in the design of the tattoo, the consultation to talk about it. It's all wrapped into that package. So she gets on the phone with this lady for the consultation, and she shows her 2 of these fox photos, these drawings, and she wanted to have something similar to those 2 drawings on her arm.
Reference photos as to what I wanted for a half upper arm sleeve. We kind of talked about it a little bit. I said I wasn't really picky on what kind of flowers I wanted. I wanted the fox to look like he was running.
It's pretty obvious what she wants to get. It's like this fox looking downward. There's like plants and shit around it. I don't know. It's pretty obvious what she wants. She wants something with the same composition as these 2 photos. Pretty easy thing to hand to a tattoo artist. 90% of the time you'll be fine. At this point, the woman is being told by this tattoo artist that she has 3 different options for pricing when it comes to the design fee.
Paid for the consult. She told me that she had these 3 options for her design fee.
And a design fee is also something that a lot of people spoke up about and said this also isn't a normal part of the pricing system when you get a tattoo either. Of course, if you're running your own business, you're able to charge the prices you want, but also that comes along with being respectful to the person who wants to get your art done on them.
So the first option was $1,500 plus tax, and you get concept sketch, and you can make 1 minor change and then a final design that you'll review.
That is like a very small amount of creative control that you can have over like whatever art just happens to be put in front of you by the artist. And it's $1,500 for that. I don't have any big tattoos. I don't have any half sleeves. I've never paid more than like $300 for a design. And what she's asking for is not worth the consult fee plus the design fee plus whatever she's going to charge to actually do the tattoo. The pricing has gone insane here, and a lot of people are saying the same thing online. This is not normal.
Option number 2 was $3,500 plus tax, where you got 2 concept sketches and a couple changes. And then option 3 was $6,000 plus tax, where you would get multiple sketches and lots of reviews and lots of changes and like a canvas of your concept.
Normally you talk to an artist about this during the consultation. They make a couple sketches to make sure it's what you want, and then they go in and put all the detail into the sketch and prepare it for you to finally get it tattooed. In this case, it's very much a process of assuming the worst in people, assuming that every single client that comes into your shop is going to leave without...
We did it. We pooped. We pooped. We pooped and we peed. Oh, hello. Hello, everybody. A good girl. No poop inside the house. No pee inside the house. 100% success rating. Okay? Look how big she is. It's crazy. She's a professional good girl now. She has already moved on. She's literally a professional good girl. She's a professional good girl. Oh, did I let her pee and poop? Yeah, as a matter of fact, she just peed and pooped outside. She was by herself in the living room for approximately an hour. I went over there, quietly laying down. I went over there. I put her outside, immediately peed and pooped. Not even a problem. Hey, don't bite my head now after I said you're a professional good girl. I'm going to give her some puzzle toys, some new ones, and we will interact and we will watch that as well while we watch the TikTok drama. Okay, professional good girl, but still certainly has some pee remaining on her. Oh God, she's like kind of peed on me. Oh, ew. She was kind of wet from the pee. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Well, that's my fault. She didn't pee on me. She peed outside, but there was probably some remaining piss on her, on her fur, and now there's some leftover pee droplets exactly where I would be. Exactly where I would piss myself, as a matter of fact. So that's great. Get her a bidet? Okay. Anyway. Don't blame her for piss maxing. No.
Paying the bill isn't going to pay you any money if they don't give you a huge deposit. They're gonna leave if you give them a design that they don't like. But normally in the tattoo world, this is not a super big issue. Obviously, there is a
run the video back to get to the story. I want to see what she had to say. Sorry, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Insane here, and a lot of people are saying the same thing online. This is not normal.
Option number 2 was $3,500 plus tax, where you got 2 concept sketches and a couple changes. And then option 3 was $6,000 plus tax, where you would get multiple sketches and lots of reviews and lots of changes and like a canvas of your concept.
Normally you talk to an artist about this during the consultation. They make a couple sketches to make sure it's what you want, and then they go in and put all the detail into the sketch and prepare it for you to finally get it tattooed. In this case, it's very much a process of assuming the worst in people, assuming that every single client that comes into your shop is going to leave without paying the bill, isn't going to pay you any money if they don't give you a huge deposit. They're gonna leave if you give them a design that they don't like. But normally in the tattoo world, this is not a super big issue. Obviously, there is a margin of clients.
No, she did pee. How? I spoke way too soon, dude. She just did it like 30 seconds ago. That's insane. She literally just went outside. How could she pee more? She peed outside. She fucking peed outside, man. How was that even possible? She pissed on me and on the floor. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. So much booty. Oh no. What the fuck did I show? Oh, she showed booty. Okay, let's
who
continue.
are going to be nightmares to tattoo and who aren't going to pay you and who are going to be horrible to you like in every industry, but it's no excuse to make that fall on every other client that is being respectful to tattoo artists. So she's already paid the consult fee to the artist to have the actual call, and then she's told about these 3 pricing options, and she doesn't know much about tattoo prices for tattoos that are this size, and so just out of not making a big fuss out of it, she picks the first option, which is about $1,600.
At first, I kind of thought that that price was going to then be taken out of the final cost of my tattoo, but then I find out that it was not. She asked which option worked best for me. Obviously, I picked number 1 because it's super expensive.
Oh, and apparently on top of picking the cheapest one where you only get 1 revision and 1 design, you also have to pay a deposit of $1,000, which means that if you decide not to get the tattoo, you are out $1,000. Unfortunately. Deposits are, of course, because of the rare client that won't like the tattoo they get and won't want to pay an artist who worked really hard on what they do. But it can become really tricky when that situation flips upside down and the client is actually getting screwed out of $1,000 because the tattoo artist isn't quite doing their job. And by this I mean that a few days later, the concept sketch was sent back to her. It took a couple days, like 2 or 3 days over the weekend. On Monday, she gets the design, and of course, here's the foxes that she asked for, but here is the concept sketch she got for $1,600.
It is nothing like what I sent her. It's nothing like
Okay, that's not bad. What do you mean? I mean, it doesn't look like that, but it's not like it's just a sketch for a concept, right?
What I wanted. Emailed her immediately to tell her that I wanted a full fox, I wanted a tail, I wanted the fox to be the main feature, I wanted to be less flowers, more fox forward. And I said, I know I picked option 1, but this isn't what I had asked for with my pictures I sent you.
$1,600 for that, and it looks like it was about 10 minutes of work. So the tattoo artist responds and is basically like, listen, lady, you weren't specific enough with me. You didn't say the fox had to be in that downward position.
She pays $1,600 for that concept? That's insane. Okay, okay, never mind. I misunderstood. I don't really know how expensive tattoos are. I've never gotten one. So I'm unfamiliar with the process, but that does sound like wild. Yeah, I thought that was like $1,600 for the tattoo. You know what I mean?
And you didn't mention that the tail had to be visible.
So here's the email where she tells me that I didn't tell her that I wanted the fox to have a full fox, even though I sent her 2 pictures saying I wanted the fox to have a full fox. So you can pause to read.
So according to the woman who posted this, she felt like she had been very clear about it. She even shows us the photos that she sent to the tattoo artist, and most of us can assume what would come out of trying to get something similar to those photos. It would look like that, right? So the tattoo artist sends this email to, I think Courtney is her name, the one who posted the original videos, and basically says that you weren't clear enough about it. And also the position that the foxes were in the photos you sent kind of looked like the fox is scooting its butt on the ground after taking a shit.
So now I've paid her $2,695, the consultation, the design fee, plus $1,000 deposit for my actual tattoo date to book that. And she's telling me that she wants another $2,260 in order to just redraw.
Is this tattoo person a TikToker? Is this a TikTok tattoo person? Is that what it is? Is that what the problem is? Because if she's a TikToker, then yeah, you get what you paid for, which is, I feel like if you have a business and it's primarily on TikTok, don't use that business. Okay, that's what I've learned. I don't know much about TikTok, but the only thing I do know about it is that they spend most of their time just making TikToks. They spend very little amount of time actually making whatever the fuck they're supposed to be selling, whether it be pink slime, whether it be birthday cakes, or I guess tattoo artists as well.
My sketch. sketch. My response to her.
She has to pay that on top of the consult fee, the actual design fee for option 1, and now the $22.60 for option 2, plus the fee that she ends up charging her for actually doing the tattoo, which is normally the only thing you ever have to pay. At this point, for most people who get tattoos, no money has been sent unless it's a deposit. So then the woman's like, okay, you're either asking me to, 1, just get the tattoo you drew, even though I don't like that design. Number 2, she spends another $22.60 on top of all of that to get a new sketch, and she doesn't even know if she's gonna like this one, because look at the last sketch she got. And then 3, she could just walk away after spending $26.95, $2,695. This woman just wanted her $1,000 to be refunded, and she wanted to walk and like have it be done, but it obviously continues.
I urged her to put on her website that she was going to charge people before they booked in her, and so she sent me this response where she said it was an option fee. I was never told that that fee was optional. She presented me with 3 options.
Why is it cutting off right now? What the fuck's going on? Is this like a TikTok problem? What the fuck is this?
Options. Asked me which one I was most comfortable with. I should have walked away at that point. That's on me.
So I kind of flip-flopped things here, but the design collab service that this tattoo artist has is the business plan that you can choose to pay for, where you get like the revision and you get like a concept sketch and stuff. This was presented to the client as one of 3 options that you have to pick before you get your tattoo, but there is an option to not go with that service. And by not going with that service, they mean that you just like walk in there day of and the artist already has your design for you and you just have to get it tattooed, which that's insane. That's actually an insane way to run your business and pretend that it's like industry standard, because it's not. And we'll learn why she believes that these things are industry standard. What? But let's get back into the video. The tattoo artist basically says, I didn't offer you that option because you seemed like
scams.
You wanted something specific. And most of the time, if people are coming to me for the first time, they don't trust me just to tattoo on them. The artist says, you're painting this picture for yourself that I'm some awful scammer out to get you. I'm not refunding you anything. And basically says that she picked option 1 for one design when she really needed option 2. Because she didn't like the first design. So if she wanted 2 designs, she might as well have paid for the $3,500 option, right? So she says, no, not refunding you anything. I've given you the options of moving forward. You can either walk away or pay extra money for a new design or get the tattoo that you don't want. So the videos go up. Of course, they go viral. Everyone is talking about Tattoo-gate. Everyone's talking about this lady and the tattoo artist. A lot of people are like asking for what the artist's name is so they can avoid her in the future. A lot of people are asking for what other designs the artist has done because they want to see if those designs also suck. And a lot of people are telling her that she should take her to small claims court and sue her because that $1,600 sketch is not worth $1,600. It really does seem like a massive scam where she's giving these people these design sketches that are awful so they don't want to get them tattooed, but then she can run away with the consult fee and the deposit that they already paid. So then, of course, people start making the connections and other people start making TikToks about their experience with this.
Is not a scam law. I mean, it's a bit of a scam because it's so fucking expensive. If it was like a reasonable amount, because it seems like a full-blown tattoo costs that much, not just the concept art that is literally a fucking sketch. Like, when I heard the $1,600 price point, I thought it was like literally the entire thing and the concept art included. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. It makes perfect sense that you would pay for, it makes perfect sense that you would pay for the concept art, okay? Like, some artists will do it for much cheaper. It's fine if it's like a little bit on the more expensive side because, like, you know, you're still doing labor, right? I get that. But when I saw that price point, I was like, oh, okay, this is a big tattoo. I assumed that, like, the sketch is included in the tattoo. Like, you're just paying $1,600 total. I didn't realize it was just for the fucking
same
sketch.
Exact tattoo designer because they recognize her business plan and the location that it's in and everything they got from the first story. This other woman comes out with a story about the tattoo artist where she actually ended up getting a design done.
I'm going to share my story about how I was basically scammed out of $4,000 from this same artist.
But
Bro, what's up with tattoo heads? Yeah, like, what are you, Yakuza? What the fuck do you mean $4,000? Are they fucking painting your whole body? Like, what's happening? Is this to show your rank? Like, what do you mean? $4,000? Hello? Like, I don't get it. Like, I actually don't get it. Someone charges you $4,000 for something, you should probably check to be like, is this normal? Guys, remember, this is for the concept art. This is not for the whole tattoo. $4,000 seems like a reasonable price for an entire back piece if you're a member of the Yakuza, okay? If you are literally, if you're literally going up and Kiwami-san is fucking telling you, Kiryu, that like you need to get some fresh ink to showcase your loyalty in the clan, you know? That's one thing, okay? But like, this is a whole different situation. If you're like a fucking nurse at the Bellevue Hospital, why the fuck are you paying $4,000 for just the concept art?
But then the artist took so long on the design that she had to leave and come back the next day for a tattoo.
I show up at 9 a.m. and this lovely human doesn't even start until close to 1 p.m.
And then once she came back, the tattoo artist was like, I have a day rate. You have to pay the full amount you were supposed to pay for the tattoo yesterday, and now you need to pay the same amount again today if you want me to finish the tattoo for you, because she hasn't colored it in yet. I'm not
That's
good at
crazy.
telling these stories without having the TikToks. I'm just like sort of saying it out loud. Sounds like nonsense to me. This drama is too confusing for me. I'm doing my best.
She had tattooed me for 2.5 hours, got the outline done, then said that she had to leave. So I knew I was gonna have to come back for a second appointment. So we booked it for in January. Then she says she charges a daily rate and that I owe her $1,900 for today for 2.5 hours. I was there at 9 a.m.
That woman who posted the TikTok decided to go into the tattoo appointment and get the...
I mean, I get it. Like, it's a scam because, you know, what are you going to do? You can't, like, fucking stop halfway, right? W scam.
rest of the tattoo done, but then when she was done, she decided not to pay extra and then just to leave the store.
Because that $850 deposit, oh yeah, that doesn't go towards the $1,900. That goes towards your last session. I paid her $180, $850, and now $1,900 for an outline. 2.5 hours worth of tattooing, actual work. I'm gonna get it finished and then tell her I'm not giving her any more. $3,000 is more than enough.
So then the tattoo artist ends up posting this woman's driver's license with her address and her name and everything. She posts the driver's license on Facebook and is like, hey, if you see this woman, do not tattoo her. She will run away and will not pay you.
All these tattoo artists are sharing on their Instagram stories my driver's license.
And so then she started getting harassed by all these other tattoo artists, and the cops called her and were like, hey, did you run away from this tattoo studio without paying for it?
Cop calls me and I explain the whole situation. And so he says, okay, I understand. This is not the first complaint that he's had with this artist. He says that as absolutely awful as it is what she's doing and immoral, legally, I do have to pay her what the balance is because she can make up whatever prices she wants. She is not doing anything technically illegal.
Okay, well, I'm never getting a fucking tattoo, dog. That's straight up, okay? Now I'm definitely never getting a fucking tattoo. Or they had the artist on their radar. Yeah, the cops are like the FBI. It's like, this guy, we've had him on our radar. Listen, I've been trying to get 1488 tattooed on my chest the whole time, okay? And this is the one guy that will do it, but the price point is too much, okay? That's what the cop said to her. They're like, we're trying to get these. Do you have tats? No, I do not have any tattoos. I just don't get it, though. Like, if you're fucking hella tatted up, don't you have friends that are also tatted up, too, that you would, like, ask them for a recommendation? Like, if I were to get a tattoo, I would literally go to a friend of mine who's, like, super tatted up and be like, who do you like? Who have you gotten your tattoos from? Imagine if mechanics did this. Wait, what do you mean? Mechanics do that. This. What? You brought the one group of individuals who literally do this, like, so consistently. Was that a joke? That was a joke, right? You were joking when you said, imagine if mechanics did this.
Legal. So of course,
dentists too, yeah. It's like, imagine if dentists and mechanics did stuff like this. That'd be crazy.
Immediately e-transfer her the balance. So at this point, she's got $4,000.
And so at this point, people understand that this tattoo artist is a serial scammer of sorts who is having issues with so many clients she comes across, and it's becoming more and more obvious who exactly this woman is, even though the original TikToker did not even post her name. She didn't want people to hate on her. She likes the woman's art. She just wanted to complain about a business practice that really frustrated her, and I think that's totally fair. So finally, TikTok itself figures out who the tattoo artist is, obviously, and so they go on their harassment campaign and they ruin this woman's life.
If you guys want to go, leave her a Google review. Her shop tattoo in Cambridge, Ontario, and here's her Instagram as well. You shouldn't be able to hide from stuff like this and just do it to more people every couple of months, because apparently she's already stolen thousands of dollars from other clients, not just the Fox girl.
This is classic TikTok mob behavior. I talk about it
Straight docs, dude. That's crazy.
all the time. You should not dox people or ruin their lives because of a situation you're not a part of. And that's just my opinion. I think it obviously depends on how bad of a person you are and what the act is that deserves to be punished or whatever. So people go back and they find her business, and of course they're like putting a bunch of 1 stars on it, and Google ends up taking a lot of them down because it's obviously like a mass reporting scheme and they don't like that. But people go back to her old reviews from like 3 years ago, from 1 year ago, and there are all of these different horrible experiences that people have had with this woman. People that have also had deposit money problems, who have had concept sketch problems. It seems like this is a very normal thing, and somehow she is still doing it. So many people dogpiled on this woman that there were shops that had similar names to her private tattoo parlor or whatever, and all of those shops got hit with horrible reviews also. Again, another reason why we shouldn't blindly be TikTok vigilantes trying to search for the next person's life that we should ruin, because then it ends up actually hurting really innocent people who didn't do anything. So then people finally found the tattoos that this artist did, and I know that's the part everyone's excited for. The truth of it is that this is more of a bad customer service experience than it is a bad tattoo experience. Like, she was more of a nightmare on that front. In terms of being a tattoo artist, she is not like...
I mean, if you're like a regular scammer and the government's like, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it, right? Because they're Canadian, that's how they speak. What are you supposed to do? You know what I mean? I don't dox them, but like, I don't know. If they're a business at that point, right? Like, you kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit more valid to just like be like, this is the business and they're kind of scammy. But I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how you deal with that. Like, I don't know how you deal with the warning people. You know what I mean? Nah, scams are cool. None of those people did any research at all. Nah, scams are cool. Okay, dude. Out here defending shit small business owners? I'm not. I'm saying that, like, she's a small business owner. It's a little bit different than, like, an individual, okay, that you found was, like, fucking, I don't know, in behind making faces or, like, flipping you off as you were trying to do, like a TikTok in a public space.
As awful as the baker was a bad baker, right? Like, to be a professional baker and to be a professional tattoo artist, you have to have a certain level of skill. And although I think that both of those artists are charging too much for the amount of skill they have. I think that the tattoo artist is at least a little bit closer in being like right about the pricing. Personally, I don't think she makes great tattoos. I think the tattoos she makes are pretty ugly, but I don't think that it's like so awful that it makes this like a cake gate type situation. There are a few bad tattoos that were from her shop. I'll obviously put them on screen. They're fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, and y'all can feel however you feel about it, but this is why we need gatekeeping in tattooing. Russ Abbott's out here showing people with this skill ability that they're on the same tier as a 20.
I mean, it's fine for like.
Wait, what? Are those bad? I don't get it. I don't get mad at me. I just don't understand it. They seem fine. They're just not $2,000 worth. Like I said, unless you are Yakuza, okay? Unless you're Kazuma Kiryu, okay? And you need to get your fresh ink because your ink also shows your skill. And the more powerful you become, the more robust your ink is supposed to be. I don't think you should be paying $4,000 for a tattoo. It seems crazy. Okay? Hard to tell. They're all fresh. Bro, I'm never getting a tattoo. My body is only for Allah. Okay.
Like a random like flash design you'd get for like a Halloween tattoo sale, but it's not fine for a tattoo that's going to cost thousands of dollars. Like,
wait, they do
I
that?
don't know what's
They have tattoo sales on Halloween?
going on. Obviously, I talked about this before, but there are a lot of people who are theorizing that she is making these designs bad on purpose so she can take the deposit and the consultation fee and run without having to lose any of that money. I think it's probably more just like laziness and overall being bad at what you do. I don't think she's like
13?
deliberately trying to make people angry. I think she just like kind of sucks at her job. And she sucks at communicating with people, because if you run a business and you run it just like any other tattoo business, you're not going to have angry clients every single day. You'll rarely have angry clients if you are just a level-headed normal person who will communicate the correct way with a client. So there's mutual respect, and then we can all come together to achieve something amazing, like a tattoo that never leaves your body. And then a lot of people start coming out and saying that this fox design, the crappy concept sketch that she did, actually has a pretty close resemblance to another piece of artwork by a different artist. A lot of it looks like it's just a normal side profile of a fox.
She fucking traced it
there's
too?
little parts of it that are different, but at the same time, it's kind of odd how the woman asked for a very specific.
Okay, she's definitely scamming, bro. She traced someone else's artwork and then fucking what? Like, that's bullshit. I mean, it looks like she traced it. And then the parts that like don't make any sense is like the fox's legs. He was like, change it up a little bit to make sure that you're not change it up a little bit so it doesn't look like you stole it type shit.
Photo of a fox, but then the concept sketch is a fox in a different pose, and it's super similar to this piece of art. I would similarly be wondering if this was possibly copied or traced from some fox drawing. Could have been this one, could have been another one, but I don't understand how else the fox makes it into that position unless.
Bro, tracing is fine. $6,000 for, fucking $1,600 for trace that you like demand more money off of is not fine. Okay. Obviously, like, yeah, there's going to be references. There's going to be tracing. Tracing is not fine. Okay. Well, like, if you're, you get what you pay for, I think. Okay. Everybody calm down. In this circumstance, you did not pay for tracing.
You have to trace something because you don't want to trace the art that the lady gave you. So you're going to trace a different fox drawing and put it in a different, what's the word? Pose. Okay, this story is so much longer than I thought it was going to be. I was trying to go through it quick. People found a comment that the tattoo artist left on another tattoo artist's page. It's like this tattoo influencer guy whose name is Russ Abbott. And she said in the comment basically that she used his design collaboration like strategy to make a bunch of money off of being a tattoo artist, and she could not have done it without.
Bro, every industry has like W scammers, dude. Every fucking industry has W scammers teaching others how to scam more appropriate. Like at the top of the hour, there's a 3-minute ad break, which is the West of all scams. However, if you no longer want to be hit in the face with that shit, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, where you get 1 free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster. Hopefully that's me. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Tamana, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
His help, obviously it helps to have the hashtag best mentor ever. So it turns out best mentor ever is a tattoo influencer who teaches like courses about tattoo business practices, similarly to our Cake Gate lady. She taught courses too. When you teach a course, it automatically sets off red flags. Why does it seem like the people who know the least try to teach the most? So this guy starts getting hate, this Russ Abbott guy, because he is supposedly the mentor of this tattoo artist who's scamming people, and apparently he's teaching people how to basically scam in his course. And this guy comes out with like an 8-part apology on his Instagram, maybe his TikTok about it. And he apologizes on behalf of the tattoo artist and basically says that the way she did it was completely wrong. That should never happen with one of these tattoo artists, and this tattoo artist made a mistake. But the process, the design collaborative process that he came up with, is a good process. You just have to do it right.
I ran a business course for tattoo artists where I had students meet with me once a week for 12 weeks. Throughout the time, I covered a number of subjects, including studio business models and management, positioning, branding, marketing, leadership, and the general process that I go through as a business owner. I shared a number of resources such as books, podcasts, videos, and thought leaders that influenced me on my journey.
And people didn't like this reply at all. It seemed very much like he was just placing the blame on the tattoo artist, even though it seems like this situation wouldn't happen if it wasn't for him. There were a lot of people in the tattoo industry that felt like he was trying to come up with like quick courses and get rich quick schemes for tattoo artists to help them make money in their craft without actually learning the practices and becoming a tattoo artist who deserves to charge that much for a piece of art that they make. So he does this 8-part apology. He's putting up like dream numbers when it comes to apologies. Like he's just got like pages and pages of scripts saying that this was a big misunderstanding and I'm sorry, but also it shouldn't have happened. I think people forget even how niche situations like this are. Even though it's the biggest thing everyone's talking about on TikTok right now, 99% of the world will have no idea what you're talking about if you mention Tattoo Gate.
I also want to apologize to my team at Ink and Dagger, who have
Excuse
all gone
me.
through a great...
Well, we're well informed about this. Okay, what's going on, guys? This is a little bit chaotic. I'm still, I'm working. Okay, no, don't close it. Don't close it. It's crazy. Okay, you guys riled her up.
deal of stress as this has unfolded. In particular, I want to recognize Eddie Stacy, who was our first artist to roll out design collab offers to his clients. I had posted a video.
Maybe it became so big in the tattoo community that him as a tattoo influencer had to say something because people were getting upset at him. But at the same time, everyone's gonna forget about this Russ Abbott apology in like a week. I think it's just like the tattoo artist who did it should probably apologize for it first, right? You think they would come forward and admit they're wrong, but instead it's some guy who's doing an apology and it's not really an apology. He's sort of just apologizing for his mentee.
Well, I mean, he should. Dude. That's the part of the course. That's a part of the package. You learn how to apologize when people find out that you're a scammer. That's like a big part of the course, in my opinion. What? Yeah, here. It's good that they added that in there.
What's the opposite of a mentor? You're the mentor of the student? I don't know. So people were quick to say that none of this stuff is like traditional for tattoo.
Oh, that's great. Shouldn't it at least be called Inkfluencer? Fuck, man, that's a missed opportunity. Inkfluencer is actually fire. That's actually really good.
Artists, and that the method that these artists are using to make money off of their clients becomes very predatory very fast.
This custom tattoo design. Option 1 is going to be the least expensive option. Option 3 is going to be the most expensive option, and you just let the customer choose. And how much are you charging for option 1, Eddie? Well, I believe that's the $2,000, which does or does not include actual tattooing. I believe that's the artwork. You have it because you have a day rate
Bro, they're just having so much fun scamming motherfuckers, like openly talking about this shit. What the fuck?
as well, right? Yes, I have a day rate. So I think that's the art generation. You're having a consultation with them after they've agreed to pay, and then you're creating a thumbnail sketch or something and sharing it with them. They're saying, yeah, I love it, and then you're rendering it out all the way. Is that about right? I mean, most times what I do is I do a pretty involved sketch or two sketches. Thumbnails are for me to get it.
And this stuff results in a business model that causes tattoo artists like the one we're talking about in today's story to treat their clients horribly because they need to make their money somehow. But when you are considering yourself a professional of a craft, whether it's making cakes or putting tattoos on people permanently, you need to be good at the craft. You need to understand it inside and out. You need to be a master of it if you are going to be charging the same prices as people.
It's crazy when bros just posting crimes and scams on Maine. It's crazy.
World-class tattoo artists,
Hustlers University,
/
baby.
cake bakers who charge even less than that sometimes. So then the woman who originally posted this TikTok, she gets messages from all these people who are saying that they will do a design for her for free. They'll tattoo her for free. If she comes out to this city, come to the tattoo shop, it's on us. We'll do the fox for you.
I want to see those business practices be more transparent. I have not received a refund. I have not heard back from any of the people that I've contacted. I've seen all these messages of people offering me art and offering me tattoos and offering to refer me to fantastic artists and just offering a whole lot of support. And the tattoo community is so sweet. But let's stay sweet and let's all go high and not go low, okay?
A very wholesome resolution to the story is that
uncharacteristic for TikTok.
And then this one world-class tattoo guy, Matt Vaught, he offered to fly her out to his studio and do the tattoo himself for completely free, and that seems like a pretty good deal to me. You know, I don't know. When it comes to like my opinion on this, it usually goes to the people who are actually in the industry. If you are to get anything from this video, I would say before you make an opinion on it, talk to people who are also in the industry and who know it well, because I could rat on this lady all day. I could rat on the cake woman all day. But if I don't listen to tattoo artists themselves and what they believe about the industry, I can't really make an educated opinion on it. So my opinion, after really diving in and doing the research I can do, is that the tattoo artist sucks and shouldn't be a tattoo artist, or should at least very seriously reconsider the way that she does business. And if you are thinking about getting a tattoo, this isn't the woman's fault at all who did get a tattoo, but try to talk to people around the community when it comes to tattoos and see if what deal you're getting is normal for that industry. We are now living in an age where any person, any citizen can have a bad thing done to them and everyone will know about it. And I'm not saying whether or not that's a good or bad thing, but I think it's crazy that we all kind of have the power in your pocket to be able to have a voice. Now, the story has to be crazy enough in order for you to use that voice. Like, you have to have something awful happen to you, or you need to make something that's interesting to people somehow. But no one's safe anymore. You don't need to be some famous guy to oust some worker who treated you like shit and blah, blah, blah. You can just be going about your day and post a TikTok you expect to get no likes, and suddenly everybody in the world is talking about it. And that's kind of fun. I think we're living in like the wild,
I think it's
wild
situational.
west
It can be good, but it can be bad. But in a lot of instances, mob justice, so it is technically bad.
Human interaction, and anything you do or say can just be screenshotted and posted on the internet. And I think that's very...
You're joking? You said, hi, Bernie Madoff here. I'm proud to announce my new educational course, 5 Ways to Build a Pyramid Scheme, is now available to purchase. But that literally happened. Jordan Belfort did that, went to prison for it, and then came out of prison and immediately started doing that, but with cryptocurrencies. So what you're saying is like literally something that is happening in the real world, okay? That's what's wild about the situation, is that like people do that and then they're fine too. They're fine. That's the craziest thing. Yeah, satire's dead, man.
Interesting way that we do things around here at this point. Again, don't talk to anybody who was in this story. There's no need for anybody to talk to anyone who's in this story, to harass anybody, to reach out, message. I think that, you know, we leave it here. I like to come in, talk about the drama in our little bubble, and then walk away and forget it ever happened. So thank you for watching this video. I'm now back.
I DM Nick to ask him if he's down to come on. Just don't steal from the rich. Yeah,
home,
exactly.
so I want to make more.
So we'll see.
If you want me to talk about a specific drama or topic or whatever, you can message me on Instagram. That's a good way to do it. You can message me on Twitter, or you can email me at nickisnotgreenmerch@gmail.com. I read most messages. Even if I don't respond, I take a lot of shit into consideration. I just take too long to type back. Every once in a while I will, though. Anyways,
Nick
that's
talk.
all from me. I will talk to you next time there's something
Nick
to talk
at night.
about. Bye.
So many different ways that this could go. Anyway, here I'm running the last ad break here.